In ancient India, during the time of the Buddha, there was a young man named Raja, renowned for his generosity, who often found his kindness exploited. One day, weary travelers arrived at Raja's home. He welcomed them with food, water, and shelter. However, they grew demanding, ransacked his belongings, and left without gratitude, leaving Raja disheartened. Seeking understanding, Raja visited the Buddha at a nearby monastery. Bowing respectfully, he shared his story with the Buddha, who listened serenely under a Bodhi tree. "Great teacher," Raja began, "I have always believed in the virtues of kindness and generosity. Yet, despite my efforts, my kindness has only led to suffering. People take advantage of me, and I am left with nothing. What am I doing wrong?" The Buddha listened attentively and then spoke gently. "Raja, kindness and generosity are indeed noble virtues, but they must be accompanied by wisdom. Allow me to tell you a story that may shed light on your situation. In a distant kingdom," the Buddha began, "there was a wise and beloved king named Surya. King Surya was renowned for his fairness and generosity. He had a magnificent garden filled with rare flowers, luscious fruits, and a crystal-clear pond. One day, a group of wandering monks arrived at the palace. Seeing their plight, King Surya welcomed them into his garden, offering them food and shelter. The monks were deeply grateful and blessed the king for his kindness. As word of the king's generosity spread, more travelers arrived seeking his aid. King Surya welcomed them all, but not all were sincere. Some began to exploit the king's kindness, demanding more than they needed, destroying parts of the garden and polluting the pond. Despite the increasing chaos, King Surya continued to offer his help, hoping his actions would inspire goodness in others. However, the garden became a wasteland, and the king was left with only regret. One evening, a wise sage visited the kingdom. Observing the state of the garden and the king's distress, the sage approached King Surya and said, "Great king, your heart is pure and your intentions are noble, but you have misunderstood the essence of kindness. Kindness must flow freely like a river, but with boundaries. It should nourish and give life, but it must not allow itself to be polluted. True kindness involves balance, understanding the needs of others while also taking care of oneself. When you give too much without discernment, you deplete your own resources and cause harm to yourself. Wisdom lies in knowing when to give and when to withhold." King Surya heeded the sage's advice and began to restore his garden. He established boundaries, ensuring that only those who truly needed help received it. Gradually, the garden flourished once more, becoming a symbol of balanced generosity and wisdom. As the Buddha concluded his story, he turned to Raja with a kind gaze. "Raja, like King Surya, you must learn to balance your generosity with wisdom. It is essential to help others, but it is equally crucial to protect yourself from those who seek to exploit your kindness. Mindfulness and discernment will guide you in understanding when to give and when to say no." Raja pondered the Buddha's words and asked, "How can I discern when to give and when to withhold?" The Buddha replied, "It is a matter of mindfulness and intuition. Observe the intentions of those who seek your help. Genuine need differs from exploitation. Practice mindfulness to understand this difference and trust your intuition. Setting boundaries is not a denial of kindness, but a way to protect yourself while still offering support." Feeling relieved and clear-minded, Raja thanked the Buddha and returned to his village with newfound wisdom. He continued to practice kindness, but set appropriate boundaries to protect himself from exploitation. Over the following months, Raja's life improved significantly. He helped those in genuine need while turning away those who sought to abuse his generosity. His fields flourished, his home remained intact, and he found balance and peace. One day, as Raja worked in his fields, he saw the same travelers who had previously exploited him approaching. This time, he approached them with calm and confidence. "Welcome," he said. "How can I assist you today?" The travelers, taken aback by Raja's changed demeanor, hesitated. They realized they could no longer exploit his kindness. Raja continued, "I am willing to help those who are sincere, but I will not tolerate dishonesty or greed. If you are genuine, I will do my best to assist you." The travelers apologized, and Raja, acknowledging their sincerity, offered food and water with clear boundaries. He learned that true kindness involves wise giving, which protects and strengthens generosity. The moral is that kindness, balanced with wisdom, prevents exploitation. Mindful generosity with boundaries fosters a supportive community.